Well, Emma is live for us in Beirut tonight. Emma, developments coming in, we understand, from the Israeli side this evening.
Yes, just in the last few minutes, the US Secretary of State Antony Blinken has said that the Israelis are willing to accept this bridging proposal. That is what was put forward in the talks the other day and is being discussed over the past days as they try to find some way to implement it. Of course, it will be seen as good news by the Americans that the Israelis have made the decision to accept, but I would caution a degree of hesitancy here because there is a very big question in terms of what Hamas will do. When I was speaking to Osama Hamdan earlier today, he was quite clear that troops staying on the ground, Israeli troops staying in Gaza, was a red line that they were not willing to accept. What's not clear is what is in that bridging proposal. I suspect this is an attempt to put the ball back in Hamas's court. Whether they're willing to accept is a very different matter.
Emma Murphy in Beirut, thank you.
And Emma joins us now. Emma, you've been following this day in, day out, every dot and comma of it. Where do you think we really are tonight, and what difference does the Israeli acceptance make to the chances of a ceasefire?
Well, I don't wish to sound horribly negative about this, Tom, but I don't think it makes a huge amount of difference at all, because the reality is that Benjamin Netanyahu knows that the difference in the positions between him and America is where the change has been made during the talks over the last few days. The difference in his position between him and Hamas is very, very limited, and Hamas have been clear all the way along, and were indeed clear again when I spoke to them today, that there are lines that they will not cross. How many times have we heard about red lines in this situation? But they say that they will not accept a temporary ceasefire. They don't want a situation where hostages are released and the next thing is the attacks start again in Gaza. And they also don't want Israeli troops on Gazan soil for the prolonged future. And one of the things that has come to my notice this evening is that you've got Egypt as one of the negotiating teams. They also have very grave concerns about the potential for this proposal because they don't want to have Israeli troops on this area just by their border. So at this point, nobody is particularly happy about it, even though Prime Minister Netanyahu is saying that he is willing to go forward.
OK, Emma, thank you very much indeed. Well,